episode of Bollywood This Week. Friends, the movie show review today is none other than Nivin Pauly's new film called as Sakhavu. Sakhavu has been directed by Siddharth Siva, has been produced by B. Rakesh, music has been given by Prashant Pillai, including the BGM of this film. Cinematography is done by George Williams. To sum this movie up in a very small context, the movie has three phases, three stories, all portrayed by Nivin Pauly on screen. Nivin Pauly plays Krishan Kumar in this movie. There are three phases of Nivin Pauly. One, Nivin Pauly is a young comrade, a young Sakhavu, and the second one being an old comrade who is currently in hospital. Why is in the hospital, we'll tell you in this review. So the story moves, it is the transition. It is a phase of how happy-go-lucky, not caring for other people and wanting things to happen in his own interest, Nivin Pauly's change from this guy, he's not bothered for anybody, to the guy who wants to work for public. How in 24 hours during his stay in the hospital, this guy Kichu changes, in just a politically minded revolutionist to a person who cares about people, is the fantastic story of the film Sakhavu. Well, the film is very long, 2 hours 50 minutes. It will try and test your patience, but friends, what we are watching on screen is quality Malayalam cinema. This is what Malayalam cinema is known for. I mean, shooting the whole film in a hospital without making the audience feeling bored even for a minute. New scenes, brilliant dialogues, and the whole comrade thing happening in the background with the flashback story of Krishan Kumar is fantastically laced and interlaced with the new generation as well as the old generation. People of all age groups, right from the youngsters will love Nivin Pauly in his young avatar, and the old people, the people who have seen all these political parties and all these revolutionary things happening in Kerala will come back to this movie and relate to what is happening on screen. So friends, without wasting much time, let's review the film Sakhavu. Sakhavu stars obviously Nivin Pauly in three roles. All Nivin Pauly fans, if you miss this movie, it will be a big sin for you, because this guy has given a surprise of his life. The third role which he does in this movie of the old Nivin Pauly, he is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I will say this in every review of Nivin Pauly I give, that when I saw Bangalore Days, I never expected this man to do what he has done in this movie. Seriously, who could have imagined? Hats off Nivin Pauly, fantastic job in the movie. Well, the film also stars Aishwarya Rajesh, who plays the wife of the old Nivin Pauly. We have Gayatri Suresh, sadly wasted in the movie as the nurse. We have Aparna Gopinath, whose hair length is equal to that of Nivin Pauly. Just kidding. She is gorgeous looking woman, and she is very appreciated for the looks she keeps. She is a very big fan following among female audiences in Kerala. So friends, we also have Altaf. Guys, I seriously want to talk about Altaf at least for a minute. Seriously, this guy Altaf is a revolution in this movie. Remember how I talked about that guy in Kamatti Padam and eventually went to win the state award? Trust me friends, next year when the awards come by, Altaf is going to win at least a special mention in those awards, because this guy is crazily hilarious. I mean, the first half an hour, if you sit in the theater with some popcorn in hand, Altaf will literally make you laugh so much that literally I was laughing and people next to me thinking I'm crazy, because Altaf's comedy is kick-ass. I'll come to the scenes where Altaf makes you, laugh like hell. The film also stars Santosh, Mustafa, Sudesh and Kala Bhavan Rahman. So friends, what is the story about? Let's see in the review with me, Amir Ansari. So friends, the story starts, with a very night scene. Nivin Pauly is staying in his house and he runs from the house and tells, I don't want to eat food in the house, and goes to a local dosa vendor. Fantastic, originality in the Malayalam scripts. The dosa vendor is washing the plates. There's a mouse sitting on the plate. He asks for dosa and he tells, do you want chicken? But the chicken is fried so oily that Nivin Pauly thinks whether to eat it, whether to not eat. Suddenly Altaf calls Nivin Pauly and tells him to come to the hostel. Nivin Pauly tells that I'm eating dosa over. He tells, okay, bring for me also. So the vendor asks Nivin Pauly, do you want chicken with it? Nivin Pauly takes chicken vendor. I don't want chicken. I just want dosa and chutney. He takes that, and goes to wash his hands. Excellent dialogue. Whoever written this dialogue is fantastic. Nivin Pauly asks for soap. So the vendor tells there is no soap. We don't use soap nowadays because the oiliness and the smell of the masala should be there. Epic scene. He goes to the hostel. Altaf asks him, what did you eat? He tells dosa chutney. So when Altaf, comes and smells his hand and tells, you telling me lies, you ate chicken, fantastic. That scene sets the pace of this movie. The first half an hour is super hilarious. So friends, then starts the tutorial of Nivin Pauly to Altaf that how to become a successful comrade is fantastic. Seriously speaking, these 10 steps are so hilarious. He eventually tells him that to become a very big comrade or party leader, then the ML and the CM, you need to bump off. You need to kill off the head. There's certain friend Rajiv, who is a very close friend. He shows the photo of Rajiv. We have to hit him, and after hitting him, he'll get very scared and he'll leave the party. To which Altaf says, if he doesn't get scared and he retaliates, Inqilab Zindabad, what are you going to do? Epic scenes. And when Altaf comes to know that Nivin Pauly is the person standing in the photo in the mobile, he tells, when you can hit your friend, will you hit me also? To which Nivin Pauly tells, shut down and sleep, man. Why do you wear, bloody bedsheet and come to sleep? To which Altaf says that, should I sleep naked? He pushes him down. Fantastic. The opening 10 minutes of the film is really, really very comic. 10 steps to becoming a comrade. Next day, these both, decide to go to a medical college to donate blood. The Korean sir, who is the leader of this comrade party, tells Nivin Pauly, to go for this blood donation camp and go and donate blood. So their mission is to go there and create, a ruckus, Nivin Pauly and Altaf, and to show that they are very big comrades, very big party leaders. They go there and tell for whom the blood is for. We are the party president, this, that, blah, blah, blah. So doctor catches them and takes him inside and tells, don't create nonsense, even I am a comrade, if you act smart you will get it from me. To which Nivin Pauly calms down a little bit. He tells, I am O negative blood, I have come here specially, rare blood group, don't act smart with me. To which take him for, blood sampling. Excellent. Nivin Pauly's blood has been taken out and Altaf is standing and he's telling, even I want to give blood. He's so slim, the nurses laugh at him. So friends, the story moves forward and now Korean sir calls him and tells that to stay there and don't come back. So Altaf and Nivin Pauly are stuck over there. There they meet Gayatri. Gayatri Suresh plays a nurse, acquaintance of Nivin Pauly, and there is one old uncle sitting there. The old uncle tells that, okay, we come to give blood, please sit down. To Nivin Pauly tells that before giving blood, we need to eat something, so we have to eat something. These guys go to eat, beef, paratha and beef and chicken, but unfortunately, beef is not there, and the scene of the movie comes. Altaf is catching a rope and telling, beam, beam, chota beam, 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 chota beam. I was like, dude, are you mental? He's telling, okay, the name is Christian, excellent. I mean, you have to go and watch this movie to understand what I am trying to tell you is fantastic in the movie. So friends, in the hospital there is also Aparna, Gopinath and Aishwarya. Who are they? Why have they come to give blood is the main crux of the story. And now after eating food, he comes and asks the uncle that who is this man inside and why have we come here to give blood? Well, then the story moves forward and we come to know the person in context is Krishan Kumar. Story moves back, flashback moves forward and young Nivin Pauly enters with a moustache. He's the secretary of the party, and starts lecturing the poor farmers. There's a tea estate owner owned by certain Rajiv who is doing injustice with the party workers and not granting them wages. So according to 1951 Labor Act, Nivin Pauly lectures all the laborers and workers to go and protest and form a worker union. But the owner does not grant them permission and Nivin Pauly calls for a strike. The factory gets closed, Inqilab Zindabad. They are sitting in a protest. Now this is the flashback of the movie, friends, which Nivin Pauly and Altaf is listening from the police inspector. Well, friends, what happens is that they're sitting in a protest. The police enters. There's a lathi charge taking place. Nivin Pauly gets arrested and gets bail after certain days, and now he's become a big hero and almost like a party secretary. After which Nivin Pauly comes out and hits the bald man of the tea estate agency and signs the paper. So the worker union has been passed. Fantastic scene. There begins the journey of the Sakhavu, and the comrades, the red flags flying to the mountains, walking to the trees, to the tree plantation, women, men, children, and the fantastic background music of Prashant Pillai follows and haunts you all throughout the movie. That's the scene when Nivin Pauly, is been asked by an owner and landlord that what is your name, to which he tells Krishnan. What is behind, what is front? He tells Krishnan Kumar Sakhavu. That's it, comrade. That is my surname. Fantastic. Audiences clap in this theatre. So friends, the new rule to be formed is the peasants union. The landlord, is bringing, farmers from outside, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and paying them 6 rupees instead of paying 8 rupees to local people, to which Nivin Pauly again, protests. An angry owner sends the police to trash Nivin Pauly. So this is a flashback. Nivin Pauly is getting bashed by the police, but Nivin Pauly retaliates and hits the police inspector. Well, the same man, the same police inspector, so many years back, is narrating a story now to Nivin Pauly and Altaf, the new people. So friends, now Nivin Pauly tells Altaf, you go from here, you go and arrange, men to go and hit Rajiv. Fantastic. Altaf has been sent, and Nivin Pauly comes back to the hospital, but he is a changed man. He's influenced by the stories of Christian, how to be a true comrade. And after interval, the real story starts, friends. The romance of the old Nivin Pauly and wife Aishwarya. Fantastic songs come in. He promises marriage to her because, the house people protest that she's not going to be part of your rallies, because nobody will marry to her. To which Nivin Pauly tells, I will marry to her. Months pass by and Nivin Pauly eventually agrees to marry, Aishwarya, heroine of the movie. But on the day of the marriage, he does not come up. He is late and he's stuck with some party work. Fantastic song, but they get married, and the fantastic song, Prashant Pillai, take a bow for the Madhu Madhu song. Very nice. Madhu Madhu song comes in fantastically. That shows the chemistry, when they go for rallies, how Nivin Pauly and wife, talk with each other, look each other into the eye. Very nice. But now the story comes back to the present. Why was Nivin Pauly attacked? Well, friends, the part 1 story of, the young Kichu, and now, the Krishnan has over, and now enters the real man. Nivin Pauly, 80-85 plus, one hand paralyzed. I cannot do it, man. Seriously, how Nivin Pauly has done it. One hand paralyzed, comes into the foray, and now so many years have passed by. Now the tea estate has been shut down, and that scene when Aparna's friend has been raped brutally, and they don't have any work, they don't have money, and they want the tea plantation to get opened is fantastic. And how Nivin Pauly, with the help of an old friend he helped on his marriage day, helps him to open and buy that tea estate farm is fantastic. But there's only one condition. Nivin Pauly should sit in that tea plantation and take in charge of the surroundings. But Nivin Pauly tells that when that man can, buy that whole estate for me, why can I not go there? But that whole tea estate has 2 resorts owned by a certain man, and they are threatening Nivin Pauly, other people, not to, sell it or not to start it. But the scene when Nivin Pauly is being hit by 4-5 people is fantastic. His one hand cannot work, friends. In one hand, an 80-year-old man fighting them sets the tone and seriously makes this movie a winner for me at the box office. So friends, what are the negative points of this movie? The negative point of this movie is just its length. Seriously, friends, the length of this movie is very long, 2 hours 50 minutes, but I cannot tell you what is to be edited because there is nothing to be edited. Everything they have shown is, according to the context of the movie. They have shown Kichu's character. Character establishment is very important when you make such a movie, of an old era and a new era, merging them together, because you need to get sympathized with the, characters played. So they've given ample screen time to new Nivin Pauly, to the old Krishnan, and even to the comrade Krishnan who play in the middle part of the the movie, everyone's role is justified. Even Altaf, Aparna Gopinath, Aishwarya is looking fantastic, old avatar. Everyone, the police inspector is given enough time. So complain that the movie is long. You see what I'm going to see in the movie. Don't complain about the length. The movie is a bit slow. Young generation, college going students going to have a laugh in the movie, will feel bored after half an hour. Apart from that, the movie is fantastic. I give, Sakhav 1, 2, 3, 4 stars, 1 star less because of its length. Coming to the work of the people in the movie, director Siddharth Siva. It needs guts, it needs balls to make a movie like Sakhav, because this is not 80s and 70s. We are giving such kind of stories to the audience. The audience want fast movie like The Great Father. People cannot sit for such long movies. In spite of that, having so much faith in your script, hats off for making a movie like that. Producer B. Rakesh has made a fantastic movie in the limited budget, but the visuals by George William, the camera work, the cinematography, fantastic. Music by Prashant Pillai. Prashant Pillai is going to become very big. He is a big music director one day. Fantastic music in the movie. Nivin Pauly will get awards for this movie. All his 3 roles fantastic. Aishwarya Rajesh, gorgeous woman, gorgeous. Even when she's old, she's looking fantastic. Gayatri Suresh, sadly doesn't get much to do. Altaf, bro, I'm waiting for your next movie. You are going to be a revelation in Malayalam cinema, mark my words. We have Aparna Gopinath, fantastic looking actress. Everyone apart from Santosh, Mustafa, Sudesh, Kalabhavan, Rahman, everyone has done their job fantastically. But something fresh in the writing, including how they take these blood samples and all, the rape victim of Aparna Gopinath's friend, and the 3 characters played by Nivin Pauly. All in all, it is a film you should not miss at the box office. So friends, if you like this review, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Subscription is very important. We come every week with a new Malayalam movie review and honest, unbiased analysis. So friends, if you like this review, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. This is me, Amir Ansari, signing off. Lal Salam. I will see you next week.